Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the NCAA tournament bracket selection, and we are live on my YouTube channel. Just sharing the link real quick. So, so here's how we're going to do it, folks. In about a minute from now, we are going to have the bracket revealed on CBS, and then we will react live to the selection, like who is the bracket, who is the final four, who is not, final four prediction, and all of those fun stuff. I see that I'm watching right now the CBS live feed on Paramount Plus. I see Bruce Pearl, Seth Davis, Clark Kellogg, Adam Zingler. So here we go, folks. And Duke is the number one overall seed. Duke, the number one overall seed. They are in the East region, 32-3, playing in Greenville, South Carolina. They will take it on Siena. That game will be on Thursday. Timing will be announced later on tonight, folks, for the games. Moving down to the number 8 bracket, it's the Ohio State. So the Ohio State Buckeyes, also in the East region, 21-12. They will take in on TCU, the Horned Frogs. Also 22-11. What's up? How you doing, Nikki? Hope everyone is doing well. Watching the NCAA live bracket reveal. I know. Tell me about it. Tell me about it, folks. So the 5 seed, St. John, the Red Storm. What's up, Omar? Hope you guys are doing well. Watching the NCAA bracket reveal. And then we'll react. Number 12 is Northern Iowa. So St. John, Northern Iowa. Typically 5 against 12. I think I already have an upset. Northern Iowa, 12 seed. The 4th seed, also in the East region, number 4 Kansas. Number 4 Kansas, they will take in on number 13 California Baptist. Continue on in the East region, number 6 seed Louisville. Those games are also on Thursday. They will take it on South Florida, 11 seed. I can see South Florida beating Louisville. Then number 3 seed Michigan State Spartan. Let's see who they will be taking on. The Spartans will be taking on North Dakota State. That could be an upset, folks. Could be an upset. Michigan State is very good, but the thing with NCAA basketball, folks, literally, you can have an upset so quick. Number 7 seed, UCLA Bruins. The Bruins will be taking on UCF. So 7 against 10, it's a coin flip. The team I'm curious to see where they are going to be ranked bracket-wise, seeding-wise, is North Carolina. I'm a big fan of UNC. I'm a big-time fan of North Carolina Tar Heels. UConn is the 2nd seed. Used to win a couple of championships a couple of years ago. Obviously now they are not as good as, for example, 2 years ago when they ran a dynasty. 15th seed will be taken against UConn. Foreman from South Carolina, Foreman University. So overall, I think Duke has an easy chance to the Sweet 16 and beyond. Yes, UConn is very good, Michigan State is very good, but Kansas, the Jayhawks, the fourth seed, I don't think they're getting past Duke. So I can definitely see a matchup for the Final Four between UConn and Duke. I really could see that possibility, folks. A real matchup for the Final Four between UConn and Duke. And the sun is right at my face, folks. Right at my face. This is where the sun is, in case anyone wondering. Right there. Right at my face. But anyway, the show will go on. So UConn and Duke could be a great matchup. I don't like neither team, but if I have to choose between the less disliked team, I would go with UConn because I cannot freaking stand Duke. I cannot freaking stand Duke. I don't like them. As a UNC fan, how in the world can I like Duke? Please tell me. Please tell me, folks, how in the freaking world can I like the Duke freaking Blue Devils? I mean, what kind of team would you name your nickname the Devil? Duke Devil. Come on, folks. That is ridiculous. You don't name yourself the Duke Devils. You don't. You absolutely don't name yourself the Duke Devils. You really don't name yourself that, folks. That is the truth. You don't name yourself the Duke Devils? The Duke freaking Devils? So right now they're having commercials on Paramount, which is a cold cutter myself. I'm watching it on the Paramount Plus app. I haven't decided yet, honestly, how I'm going to watch the tournament because I don't have cable. I have HBO Max, so we'll probably watch it that way. But it's okay. Not a big deal, to be honest with you all. Not a big deal. I mean, we'll probably listen to the games on the radio and all of that. But out of curiosity, when you guys fill a bracket, how many brackets do you typically fill? When I filled brackets in the past, folks, I typically filled about 10 to 12 brackets, to be honest with you all. 10 to 12 brackets, that is the average brackets I fill. Sometimes I fill about 8, sometimes 15, but typically 10 to 12 brackets on the average year. That is what I do it. And some of the brackets, I haven't done so bad, honestly. One of them, I was in the top 10 overall in the country, which, considering you're facing off against millions of people, that is pretty damn impressive, if you ask me, folks. That is pretty damn impressive, if you ask me, ladies and gentlemen. So I think that is pretty damn impressive, to be honest with you all. I really believe that. It's impressive, it's good enough, and I'm happy about it. I'm happy about it and all of that. I think waiting for the commercials, like I wish there would be a way commercial free NCAA selection show. Let's have a commercial free so we can watch live. We can watch live and already get the bracket results live. So anyway, I think we are about to move to a different region. Yes, we are. Arizona, the 1 seed. Let's see where they rank. I'm wondering if this is the West bracket. Yes, it is the West region. So the Wildcats from Arizona. Arizona Wildcats. They are the 1 seed. They will be taking on LIU, Long Island University. That is an easy win for Arizona. That game, by the way, is Friday. 8th seed, Villanova Wildcats. Villanova Wildcats will take it on Utah State. Typically, the 8-9 bracket, it's a coin flip, folks. 8-9 matchup is absolutely a coin flip. It really is a coin flip. Next up, coming up next, Wisconsin, the Badgers. The Badgers, the 5th seed, they will take it on High Point. So the High Point Panthers, the Carolina freaking Panthers, also known as High Point Panthers. So Wisconsin, High Point. Give me High Point in an upset, folks. 12th seed, they will beat Wisconsin. You're hearing it first. The 4th seed, Arkansas Razorback. Arkansas Razorback, they will be taking on Hawaii. I'm pretty sure this is like the first time in a very long time Hawaii ever made it to the NCAA tournament. Moving down to the lower part of the West bracket, number 6 seed, BYU, the Cougars. BYU, they will taking on 11th seed. Matchup. So this is a play-in game. Play-in game. Breaking news. Play-in game. Texas, NC State, which means NC State barely got in, folks, because everyone said a couple of days ago, oh, NC State is safe, and all of that. But no, they're in the play-in game. Number 3 seed, Gonzaga. Let's see who they will be taking on. Kansas State, the 14th seed, Kansas State Owls. Then, number 7 seed, Miami, the Hurricanes. That is a pretty good seed for Miami. I honestly wasn't sure if they would make it, but anyway, they will be taking on the 10th seed, Missouri. The 2nd seed. Who is the 2nd seed? That is what I'm wondering. Purdue! Led by Mr. Ball, the Boilermakers, the 2nd seed. They won the Big Ten champ, so congrats to Ball and his team. They will be taking on Queens University from Charlotte. Let's freaking go. First time they ever made it to the NCAA tournament. Queens Royals are in the NCAA tournament. 15th seed will be taking on Purdue. So it's definitely intriguing and interesting that NC State, everyone said they're in, they're safe. Well, they got in as a play-in game. They will have to take on Texas, 11th seed. That means NC State barely got in. So if NC State not won on Wednesday, they would have not been in, folks. So, so NC State is in the full taking on Texas. Pretty interesting matchup. Texas NC State. Not going to lie to you folks. Question is, who do I have making it to the Final Four from the West? From the West, I can see Gonzaga potentially making a deep run. I can see Purdue, but I really believe this is Arizona bracket to lose. So I right now, Elite Eight right now from the two brackets that already revealed, the East and the West. Right now, I have Duke and Connecticut in one area, one bracket. Another bracket, another region. Give me Gonzaga and give me Arizona. Okay, I'm not very solid on Purdue. I know they won the Big Ten. Congrats to Bull and all of the great stuff that they do at Purdue, but I'm not solid on Purdue making it to the Final Four, folks. I'm really not that solid. So anyway, so waiting for another commercial to end and all of that. Then we should get the South region and the Midwest region. Like, I truly wish there would be the possibility of commercials free, because it's so freaking annoying to have so many commercials. Like, for the bracket, I want commercial free, because let's be honest, if they do it commercial free, we would probably be done with the show, with the selection, probably 6:30. But instead, they're stretching it. Which I get it, folks. Commercials equal money to the TV station and all of that. I completely get that. But as someone who wants to fill in my bracket ASAP, I want the result right now. Right now. Like, let's cut the commercials on Selection Sunday, please. So let's see, doing another commercial. Like, now doing more commercials than showing the brackets, to be honest with you all. But anyway, I think they're about to show the bracket back from commercial. Let's see which region is that going to be. Yeah, I'm extremely happy with the Panthers free agency, except Nick Scott. Nick Scott, I don't like it. Stone Cold Steve Austin, I don't like it. Rashad Walker, I like it. Devin Lloyd, I like it. Jalen Phillips, I like it. Kenny Pickett, I like it. So the one seed in the Midwest is Michigan. They will be taking on UNBC, taking on Howard in the play-in. Number 8 seed Georgia Bulldogs. Yes, I'm very happy with my Panthers. Really happy. They will taking on Georgia. Will taking on St. Louis. I'm happy with the moves that they made. I truly believe the Carolina Panthers will make the playoff next season. If we stay healthy, we'll not only make the playoff, we could potentially make a Super Bowl run. We're back and forth to the bracket. Number 5 seed Texas Tech. Let's see who is the number 12 seed that we're facing against. Akron. 12 seed. So I'm happy with the Panthers. I think we have a chance to make it to the Super Bowl. I really believe that because on paper, we want free agency. Now, I know it's just March. We still have the draft, schedule, and all of that, preseason, all of the fun stuff. But right now, free agency, first round of free agency, I thought the Panthers won it. Now, I would like for them to bring back Brady Christensen. Also, I want them to upgrade the tight end, maybe get David Njoku from the Browns, free agent. And I wouldn't mind getting a much better safety in the draft than Nick Scott. Because Nick Scott has no business being back with the Carolina Panthers. Just like Ejiro Rivera has no business being back as the defensive coordinator of the Panthers. So look like Miami got in as the 11th seed. Not the Hurricanes, but the other Miami. That is a great question, but I mean, we signed John Mechie, who I know hasn't been very good throughout his career, but one should remember John Mechie, year one that he was drafted, he was dealing with leukemia. So he was dealing with cancer, very, very serious disease, obviously. He is in complete remission and he made a full recovery, which is fantastic. So, I mean, we might draft a wideout in the draft. Literally, we can go with the best available player. I still want us to get a safety, another cornerback, maybe a lineman, and a tight end if we don't get David Njoku. But overall, on paper, I think the Carolina Panthers can win the Super Bowl. Will they? Will they make the playoff? Anything is possible. I mean, it's the NFL after all. It's still March. Let's be honest. Like, they can be Super Bowl contention right now and for whatever reason go winless. Or you can be on paper terrible right now and then have a great season. But I do have to admit, I'm surprised by the Jags' strategy. Their general manager, Bengal, he mentioned the other day the reason why we are not going to sign any player because we want to get complimentary picks. Because here's the deal: free agency, you lose more players than you sign, you get a complimentary pick, which is nice, very nice. But at the same time, I truly believe you want to win now, especially the Jags who made the playoff last season, won their division. Wouldn't you want to win the division now? Is that not what you want to do? Or would you want to win the division in 5 years from now? So I don't understand what the Jags are doing. Deciding, oh, you know what? We rather get complimentary picks than sign some free agent. Give me a break, folks. I also like so far what the Giants have done in free agency. I thought they had a pretty good free agency group signing. And I like what the Lions have done, to be honest with you all. I think also the Chiefs made a great signing with Kenneth Walker. I'm surprised the Seahawks have not made any substantial move, to be honest with you all. I also think the Saints had a good free agency group signing so far. So it's just interesting how some teams have been busy while other teams have not. Like, I honestly believe the Buccaneers got worse than better. And yeah, they signed a good linebacker, Alex Anzalone. They signed a decent running back in Kennedy Goodwill. But they lost Hall of Famer Mike Evans. They haven't brought anyone who is close to replacing Mike Evans. And yeah, they have Emeka Egbuka, Taz Johnson, Zane McMillan, Chris Godwin, but none of those wideout equal as good as Mike Evans. I agree. But I mean, the problem is there's not a good quarterback that was available in free agencies that you say, oh wow, we want to nab him. I mean, Daniel Jones is a good quarterback, but he was going back to the Colts. Kyler Murray is a good quarterback, but he's not a franchise quarterback. I think he will do pretty well with the Vikings because their head coach, Kevin O'Connell, is a great quarterback development type of a coach. So I think he will do pretty well over there. And I mean, Tua Tagovailoa went to the Falcons. I think he will have a decent season, but unfortunately for him, he's one concussion away from being in the hospital. And I'm not saying it lightly or as a joke. It's just the truth, unfortunately. So I think the Falcons honestly got worse. I really believe that. The Steelers, you made a good signing with Rico Dowdle. You made a pretty good trade with Michael Pittman. Your quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, is one injury away from being in a wheelchair. And it's not a joke, folks. It's just how old Aaron Rodgers is, and he's not mobile. He is very slow. I mean, you put him in a race against a turtle will probably outrun Aaron Rodgers. That is just how it is, folks. So the Steelers got better. Now, I have to say, the Ravens, the old Max Crosby saga, that was an embarrassment for the Ravens. They got cold shoulder. Let's be honest. The Ravens got cold shoulder. And they signed a 22-year-old Trey Hendrickson. Max Crosby was just 28. So would you rather have a 28-year-old or a 32-year-old? I'd rather have a 28-year-old, to be honest with you all. Free agency-wise, I also saw the Bengals had a good free agency group signing Brandon Cook, a safety. It's a pretty good signing for them. I think the Dolphins have done well as they could considering the situation because I do believe Malik Willis is a good quarterback. So to the fourth region we go, final region, which is the South, the number 1 seed, the Gators. They will be playing in Tampa. Let's see who they will take it on the 16th seed. So Lehigh against Prairie View. Florida, we can say they will advance. Number 8 seed, the Clemson Tigers. Number 8 seed Clemson Tigers will be taking on the number 9 seed Iowa. Number 5 seed Vanderbilt. Number 12 seed. Who is the 12th seed? Who is the 12th seed? McNeese State. Give me Vanderbilt. Think they will advance, the Commodores. The 4th seed. Nebraska. The Cornhusker. Let's see who they will be taking on. Waiting. Troy. So Troy will be taking on Nebraska. Those games are also on Thursday. Moving down, the number 6 seed, North Carolina. Let's go, Tar Heels. Let's go. Finally. They will be playing in Greenville, South Carolina. Relatively close. This should be a home game, basically, for UNC. They will be taking on VCU. Could be a tough game for UNC, to be honest with you all. Could be a tough game for North Carolina. Let's see who's the number 3 seed. The number 3 seed. Who is the number 3 seed? Come on, reveal it. Come on. Illinois Illini. In the 14th seed, Penn. Not Penn State, but Penn. Let's see about the 7th seed, the 10th seed, the 2 seed, and the 15th seed. So, back to the NFL, while 7th seed St. Mary, back to the NFL, I also think the Packers haven't done anything at free agency. I really don't believe that, which I'm shocked by that. So Texas A&M is the 10th seed, folks. The 2nd seed, the Houston Cougars. The Cougars, who made it to the championship last year and lost to Florida. They will be taking on Idaho. So the Idahos will bring a lot of potatoes with them. That is for sure, folks. Idaho is going to bring plenty of potatoes. So the brackets have been revealed, and I truly believe Florida is the team to beat in this bracket without a doubt. In the South region, don't be surprised if we have a Florida-Houston matchup for the Final Four. Basically a championship matchup like we had last year. But this will be the right to go to the Final Four. So don't be surprised if Florida and Houston meet. As far as North Carolina go, they might make it to the Sweet 16. This is as far as I can see them. But don't be surprised if North Carolina lose to VCU. Don't be surprised if North Carolina lose to VCU. Don't be surprised if North Carolina lose to VCU. So the teams who are left out, Oklahoma, Auburn, San Diego State, Indiana. They were great. Indiana Hoosiers, great in college football, national champ, but not in basketball. So give me the Final Four. This is my Final Four prediction, folks. Duke. Going to have Duke. We're going to have Florida. We're going to have Arizona. So Duke, Florida, Arizona, and give me Michigan. Out of those Final Fours, I can see UConn beating Duke. I can see Gonzaga potentially making it, but I think this is the year we will see the Final Four making it. I think we will see a championship matchup. Going to have Duke against Arizona, and the Duke Blue Devils will win the national championship. The Duke Blue Devils will cut down the net. This is the year, I'm afraid, that Duke will win the national championship. And I don't like it because I don't like freaking Duke. But I think this is the year that the Duke Blue Devils will win the national championship. If you're watching replay, let me know who you think will win the national championship. Love to get your take, folks. With that, I'm signing off.